Hi there everyone, hope you're all doing well and continuing to stay safe. COVID numbers are rising and I am still on my inhaler. I might just finish the week, and if my congestion clears up, I'm considering taking a second x-ray to be sure the inflammation in my lungs is gone. But we'll see. For now, I'm happy to read to you episode 9, How Did I Get Here? After leaving the room, Mariano and I took the elevator to the ground floor and headed outside. But I don't remember getting there or seeing other people along the way. You could snap your fingers and appear somewhere else, but you wouldn't know how you got from one place to another. It was almost magical. We sat on the bench in the sun on the hospital's pathway to the road where our car was parked. The landscaping around the hospital had grand trees and pretty flowers. Scattered benches, some shaded by the trees, were mostly filled with people trying to enjoy the last warm days we would have for many months. It's nice the hospital staff gets to sit outside here. It takes them away from all that negativity inside. Some employees tilted their heads to face the sun so they could tan. For a few minutes, we also paid attention to all the people walking in and out of the hospital, passing us. There were sad expressions, indifferent ones, and even jovial. Were they wondering about us? Mariano told me that we were shocked that the surgeon would make really long cuts to my torso in order to remove the cancer and my stomach. I don't remember that conversation, but I had obviously reacted to it. I'm so grateful Mariano was at that meeting to properly receive the important information. We tried to soak it all in, the cancer, the operation, the risks, the change. I was unemotional about the details Mariano shared with me, and I found I wasn't absorbing much of it. Mariano was calm. He's not one to share deep emotion, even with me. But you know his pensive mood when he begins asking questions aloud, like, what could have brought this on? The sun was shining brightly still. It is said that rain brings luck. On a wedding day anyway. In my case, the constant shining sun that day could have been a sign of success to come. Sure, I say that now. In that moment, I was not confident about the outcome. I'm always fascinated while observing people. It makes me realize that we're not the same, yet exactly the same. Inside our private lives, we are ourselves. On the outside, we're strange to one another. We all have our own manner in dealing with crises. I realized I'm not infallible. Just like there are people who would commit suicide in times of despair or kill to get what they want. Have I discovered my vulnerability? How will I deal with this trauma? There are so many unknowns still, and I wasn't processing the information emotionally. Am I strong enough to support what lies ahead? Thanks for listening. I would love to see you here next week when I'm ignoring the signs. Be well, and please keep everyone safe. Welcome back. How do you make sense of any health issues that come up? Do you find yourself Googling them only to find out how bad it is? Try to avoid turning to websites that may not be reputable, and use any information only as a guide. Seeing your doctor is the best method of avoiding unnecessary stress. Not getting treated is not recommended either. So here is episode 10, Ignoring the Signs. How could this happen? Years earlier, I did experience strange digestive issues. Friends have told me that I had mentioned stomach problems. Some of the complaints I talked about were bloating and pain, without being too explicit. I also had constipation. But so many people experience these discomforts. These symptoms may be attributed to many things. They also said my husband and I had often brought up recipes we had seen on the Food Channel. I loved food and cooking. Gourmet cooking was more interesting to me than Italian dishes because they expanded our meal possibilities. I wanted to learn how to make everything. What stands out now is the time I was awakened by horrible abdominal cramping. I went to the washroom, but became dizzied by the pain and difficulty from excreting. "Ma," I managed a whisper to my mother before falling out of consciousness. I must have hit my head on the bidet that was right next to the toilet, then fell on the ceramic floor, half undressed. I still have no idea how much time went by before awakening and stumbling over to my mother's bedroom to let her know what had happened. I heard a bang, but didn't think it was from inside the house. She sounded stoned from a deep sleep. My black eye demanded an explanation to those with whom I came in contact. It is funny when I think about that incident, but I hadn't given it further concern. Perhaps there was mention to my family doctor later on. I really should start paying more attention to the signs. Hope you continue listening in each week or catching up anytime. I keep the episodes short, so no excuse. In the meantime, take care.